Good morning, everyone. My name is Patrick DeRay. I am the Chief of the Bureau of Automotive Repair, and I am presiding over today's regulatory hearing. For the record, it is 10:02 a.m. on Monday, February 12th, 2018, and we are gathered in the hearing room of the Bureau of Automotive Repair located at 10949 North Mather Boulevard in Rancho Cordova, California. We are here this morning to conduct a public hearing on the proposed amendment and adoption of regulations in Title 16, Division 33 of the California Code of Regulations, as described in the Notice of Proposed Action that was duly published in the California Regulatory Notice Register on December 29th, 2017, and which was distributed to all individuals on the Bureau's interested parties mailing list, as well as our bar advisory group members. The proposed regulatory action will update the Bar 97 emission inspection system specifications with new requirements to utilize current technology, match current inspection procedures, and collect additional data. Stations performing tailpipe-based emissions inspections will be required to utilize Bar 97 EIS, or Emissions Inspection System equipment that is certified to the new specification, including using an internet connection from their Bar 97 EIS to Bar's central database in lieu of a traditional phone line. The proposed regulatory action would also update the smog check manual to this effect and to clarify and document existing inspection procedures. As part of the regulatory process, the Bureau has provided opportunities for the public to comment on this proposed regulatory action. An initial statement of reasons, a notice of proposed action, and proposed text have been available for public viewing on the Bureau's website for at least 45 days prior to today's hearing. The public comment period will close today at 5 p.m. This will be the only regulatory hearing concerning these proposed changes in this regulatory package. As a convenience, this regulatory hearing is also being presented via webcast. A link to that webcast is available in the Regulatory Actions section of the Bureau's website, which is www.bar.ca.gov, and it is located under the heading titled About Bar. The purpose of this hearing is to receive oral and written comments concerning the proposed action that was described in the notice. Before we begin taking public comments, I will ask that all persons attending the hearing, even if you do not wish to testify, please sign the register that is available at the front of the room if you have not already done so. Signing in is important because it ensures that we have a complete record of all those in attendance. If anyone has written comments they wish to present today, you may indicate on the register you would like to make a statement or hand the comment to me now or at any time before the close of the hearing today. I note for the record that as of today, the Bureau has received just one written comment. Our webcast viewers may email any questions pertaining to the hearing procedures or comments regarding the proposed regulatory changes to barmeeting@dca.ca.gov, and they can do that over the course of the hearing. We'll acknowledge emails as they are received. Someone is monitoring that as I am presenting these opening remarks. I will now briefly describe the procedures that will be followed for the regulatory hearing this morning. First, the entire proceeding is being recorded. Persons who wish to present comments, objections, or recommendations are asked to come to the front table. Actually, it's the table to my right, and speak clearly to ensure that all testimony is responded and entered into the record correctly. Please identify yourself by name and group or business that you are representing. State your position, whether you support or oppose the proposed regulation, at the beginning of your testimony, and identify the specific provision or section of the regulations to which your comments pertain. That will make it easier for the regulations coordinator here at BAR to assemble those comments and include it in the final package. The Bureau will not respond to nor discuss any questions, comments, objections, or recommendations with request to the proposed regulations today. Nonetheless, all comments, objections, and recommendations will be considered. The Bureau's responses will be included in what we call a final statement of reasons that will be prepared after the close of the public comment period. Those responses will address how the proposed action is being modified to accommodate any objection or recommendation, or why any objection or recommendation is being rejected by the Bureau. To obtain a copy of the final statement of reasons once it has been prepared, you may make a written request to the Bureau or access it very simply from our website. The Bureau will maintain the rulemaking file for the proposed regulatory action. The record of this hearing, as well as all written comments received by the end of the public comment period, will become part of that rulemaking file. A complete copy of the rulemaking file will be available for review at this location, the Bureau's headquarters. It is the desire of the Bureau that the record of the hearing be clear and that the hearing itself be orderly. This will provide all parties with fair and ample opportunity to be heard today at the hearing. After all interested parties have been heard, the hearing will be adjourned. Before we begin, are there any questions concerning the nature of these proceedings or the procedures to be followed at the hearing today? Have any questions been sent via the webcast or the email address that I provided? Again, that's barmeeting@dca.ca.gov. And am I correct when I said there was just one written comment, Mr. Regulations Coordinator? Okay. So we have no one asking any questions about the nature of the proceeding. Do we have anyone who's signed up to testify? No? All right. I think at this time we are scheduled for an hour. We'll take a short break. We do have a regulatory workshop that will follow immediately after adjournment of the hearing. That workshop is scheduled at 11 a.m. But seeing no one has any comments for or testimony to provide for this specific regulation hearing, at this time we'll give a few minutes on a break and see if anyone shows up or has joined us late via the webcast and may have some comments over the course of the next 50 minutes or so. We'll take a break right now for about 15 minutes. Back up for the record, and then if no one's wishing to testify, we'll just adjourn, and that'll give us a half hour between the close of the hearing and our workshop at 11. Everybody ready? It'll be short and sweet. All right, everyone, we're back from our 15-minute break, and I'll ask, but it appears that we do not have anyone interested in testifying since our brief adjournment for break. I'll ask again, no one through the webcast and no one who's here physically in attendance. Okay. At this time, I'll remind everyone then that written comments will still be accepted until the close of the public comment period today, which is 5 p.m. We can take them through drop off here at the building or through email or anything that actually is postmarked and arrives at our office through the close of business today.
Do we need to submit a question?
No, it's perfectly fine to ask a question.
Well, maybe it's in, I haven't read the whole handout you gave me, but what is the approximate cost other than the computer connection you talked about, that it's no longer a phone line but an internet connection? What is the overall cost each station will incur to get in compliance with the new guidelines? Approximately.
I'm not going to take a guess at that. This is just a process by someone can ask or submit a comment to the package. I think all of that information should be addressed in the regulatory package. We certainly can, after the close of the hearing, we can have some further discussion on the topic, but this is just an opportunity to comment,
Okay.
more or less a one-way dialogue on the regulatory package.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. At this time, again, I will remind everyone that written comments will be accepted until the close of the public comment period today at 5 p.m. Those can be provided via email, mail if delivered today, or dropped off at our office, or dropped off physically at our office. Since it does not appear that there are any further comments, we will be concluding this hearing with the adjournment in advance of, well, I don't even know if we were scheduled till 11. I think we thought we'd be lucky to go to 11, but it appears that we are going to adjourn much sooner than that. This will conclude the hearing being held today on Monday, February 12th, 2018. It is now 10:28 a.m. and we are adjourned. Thank you very much for all who attended.